In this video, I will share with you the red flags that I check every popular investor for before I decide to copy them. When I find these red flags, it's a sign for me that I should not copy this popular investor, or I should be more careful with them. If I decide to be more careful, then I just do some more research about this person and then take the final decision. I will also share with you the ways of how and where I find this information about them, so that if you decide to copy someone, you could look for these red flags yourself if you wish to do so. So let's start. The first red flag that is the reddest color for me you can never imagine is the guaranteed return on investment. As you know, with trading and with investing in general, there is no such thing as the guaranteed return. If you're dealing with some reputable investing platforms, they will always warn you that the value of your investments with them may go down. So before I decide whether I should copy a popular investor or not, I read their bio, and this information is usually given in the bio of every popular investor. The reputable popular investor who respects their copiers would never tell you that you are guaranteed to receive 10, 20 or even 50% return on your investment per year. In fact, reputable and good popular investors will most likely warn you about the possible consequences and the possibility of the value of your investments going down, just like FCA regulated investment apps should do. So if I see in the bio of a popular investor that you are guaranteed to receive this much percent return on investment in a certain period of time, that's a big no for me. I don't look any further. I just decide to not copy this person. The red flag number 2 for me is the popular investor who showed good results only thanks to trading crypto. The thing about crypto is, if you start investing into it during the bull run, it's very easy to show good profits and therefore good stats on Etoro. And so when I open a profile of every popular investor, I look at their returns, which you can find in the stats tab, but then I open the profile tab and I see what assets they are trading. If I open the portfolio tab and I see that the majority of the assets are in crypto, then it shows to me that this popular investor is dangerous to copy. Again, this red flag depends on you and the risk that you are prepared to take on. It is true that there are popular investors and crypto traders who are great and who can make very good profits also during the bear market, which is what we are having now. But 99% of popular investors who are claiming to be crypto traders would be profitable only during the bull run. Therefore, even if I find such a person and if I decide to copy them, it would be with a very little percentage of my total investment with Etoro. The third red flag for me is low trading activity. Etoro is a place where I invest for trading, and I understand that with trading higher risks are involved. If I wanted to invest and hold some shares long term, I would do it myself. In fact, this is exactly what I do with my portfolio. The reason why I use Etoro is for trading. And the reason why I copy some popular investors is because they are the people who are supposed to be experienced in trading, not just long-term investing. Long-term investing doesn't require as much time and knowledge and experience as trading, and it usually is more stable, less risky, but also brings smaller profits. So with Etoro, I understand that I'm taking on higher risks, but I'm also hoping to get higher returns. And for that, the person who I copy has to trade relatively often. I don't like to see the average holding time of the shares for more than 1 month. That is again the information that you can easily find on the profile of every popular investor. You just have to open the stat tab and then scroll all the way down. This is where you will see the average holding time and the total number of trades that the person has done. Some popular investors really hold their shares for years, and then it's not a surprise for me when I see good returns on their portfolios, because the longer you hold the shares, as a rule, if you buy safe companies with big market caps, there is a very high chance that you will end up with profits, but that is not trading. Again, this red flag will depend on your particular strategy and the reasons of why you personally decided to join Etoro. If the reason of why you joined Etoro is to invest and hold your shares long term, then of course such popular investors would be good for you. The next red flag for me is very high returns only in certain years. You see, recently in the last several years we had some years where it was very difficult not to make a profit. Take 2021 for example, when the markets have gone crazy. All you had to do is literally buy almost any crypto coin and it would be almost guaranteed that it would grow. But the real trick is to be able to stay profitable over a longer period of time, not just 1 year. So how can you check your popular investors for this red flag? Well, it's also very easy. On their profile, in the Overview tab, you will see their yearly returns. If the returns of the popular investor in a certain year are much higher than in other years, that probably this means that the popular investor just got lucky on that particular year. Take 2021, for example, when it was quite hard not to make a profit by investing into literally anything. Or take 2017 and 18 when investing into crypto was very profitable. So some popular investors made the returns of over 100% on those particular years. But if you check their stats on a bigger scale, you will see that in other years their returns were very low or they were at a loss. Nevertheless, when you see the average return of a popular investor, it will still be around 50% mark, which might be very misleading if you don't take a deeper look at their profile. Okay, the last red flag that I'd like to tell you about is actually the least important as well. It's about the previous experience of the popular investor. Etoro is a relatively new company and many people have joined it only in the last couple of years. But in their bio you can very often find the information that they've been trading for a very long time. I'm always very suspicious about it because I have no way of checking whether this information is true or not. Usually what I would do is ask the popular investor to show me some proof or to tell me more about the places they've been trading on or what assets they were investing in or trading. You can ask this question under every post that the popular investor writes on their profile, and actually if they are not very responsive or if they don't write many posts, this is also kind of a red flag, because I like the popular investor who I trust my money with to be open about what they're doing and to be able to report to me what they are doing, why they are buying certain companies. And therefore, when I ask a question on their profile, I also like it to be answered. I suppose you can say that the last red flag is just my personal preference, and if everything else about the popular investor suits me and I like the results, the portfolio, the assets that the person is investing in, but they happen not to respond to my question, whether because they are too busy trading or because they simply missed it, I'm not too bothered about it, and honestly I wouldn't meet this red flag myself and start copying them anyway. And that's it, guys. Let me know what red flags you are looking for before you decide to copy a certain popular investor, and I hope to see you soon in my next videos. Thank you very much. Bye bye.